We open on Judy and Nick making their way out of the tunnels. Neither of them are happy. Judy, we gotta do something. That weasel got away. Nick, Judy, we've been over this. It's gone. Let it go, Judy. No, I can't let it go. That weasel knows something. I can feel it. I just gotta push harder. Nick, you're pushing hard enough. We're getting way too deep into this. Judy, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we should head back and, report it to Chief Bogo. Yeah, so they make their way to the police station. Judy walks up to the front desk and tries to report what has happened. Judy, excuse me, I need to speak to Chief Bogle, Desk P Meerkat. You need anything, ma'am, Judy? Yes, actually, I need to file a missing persons report. As she starts telling the meerkat everything that happened, we see flashbacks of Nick hitting his head and the weasel escaping. The meerkat doesn't believe her at all and starts laughing at her. Meerkat, missing person, you lost something. Are you sure? Okay, well if you don't mind, I'm in the middle of something here, Judy. But the weasel, he could be in danger. He could be hiding from someone. The meerkat turns to look at her. His tone changes. Meerkat, is that so? Who sent you, Judy? What? Nobody. I just saw him down there. Meerkats, you really should leave before you cause any trouble. Judy, but what if he needs our help? Meerkat, he's not here. Now leave. She notices the chief is looking at her from behind his desk. She walks up to it and asks him to listen to her report one more time. He waves her off and tells her to come into his office. When they close the door, he tells her that her instincts may be wrong. Chief, listen, Hops, I know you mean well, but you need to learn when to trust your instincts and when to let the predator with a badge take over. Judy, but the weasel was scared. He was hiding from someone or something. Bogo, there's no predators or prey involved here. Now drop it, would you, Judy? No, I won't. I won't drop it. I won't let him get hurt. Bogo, then you're wasting your time and putting yourself in danger. What you heard down there is nothing but criminal gossip. The master is just a story to scare other criminals straight. He's nothing but a whisper in the tunnels. Nothing more. Judy, but the weasel said he had to get away because he worked for the master. Bogo, and how many times has a criminal tried to pin some made-up story on the police? Lots to cover their own crimes. Judy, but I think he was being honest. Bogo, you think, or you want to believe it because it's a good story. Look, I don't want to repeat myself. Drop it. He starts walking away from her, leaving her standing there in disbelief. She watches him walk away and then mutters under her breath. Judy, maybe he's right. Maybe it is just a story. Nick quietly approaches her. Nick, hey Carrots, what did the big guy say? Judy, oh, he said we should drop it. He said the master isn't real. He's just a story to scare criminals. Nick, that's unfortunate. So where to now? Judy, I don't know. This stinks. Nick, tell you what, why don't we go see an old friend? Maybe he can help us out. Judy, oh yeah, Finnick. But he hates me after I arrested him. Nick, yeah, but he owes me a favor. Big time. Come on. They approach the cage where Finnick lives and Nick starts knocking on the bars. Nick, yo, Nicky boy, you home? Open up. It's me, please. Finnick opens the cage door and is shocked to see Judy standing there. Finnick J, Judy, what are you doing here? Nick, yeah, Finn, we need your help. Judy, I'm sorry about before. I didn't realize you were innocent, Finnick. Yeah, it's fine. So what can I do for you? Nick, we were hoping you could tell us about this master character. Finnick, oh, the master. Yeah, I know a few things about him. Judy, really? What do you know? Finnick, just that he ain't new. For years, there's always been whispers of him down in the tunnels. People talking about him moving in big shipments and disappearing people who work for him, Nick. Disappearing people. How do you mean disappearing, Finnick? Well, that's what they say anyway. See, there are some shady characters down in the tunnels who move small shipments of, shady stuff. Sometimes they get too big for their britches and try to move something big, which gets the attention of people like the master. Next thing you know, they disappear and nobody ever sees them again. Judy, so the weasel works for him, Finnick. Probably did. Last I heard, he was still down there. But please, whatever you do, stay away from him. He's not someone you want to mess with. Judy, thanks, Finnick. We'll keep that in mind. As Judy and Nick walk away, Finnick looks down at his paws and shakes his head. Finnick, here we go again. Judy, so this master guy is not someone we want to mess with. Nick, yeah, but we kinda already have Judy. I know. So where do we start to find him? Nick, let's see. The weasel did say he had to get away from the master, so maybe we go check the place he was staying. Judy, yeah, great idea, Nick. Let's go. They arrive at the weasel's apartment. It looks pretty run down. Judy knocks on the door and it swings open. On the inside, it's empty. They start searching around and Judy finds a torn piece of a blueprint on the floor. Judy, aha, looks like we found something. Nick, what is it? Judy, I don't know, but maybe it will lead us to where the master is. Nick, yeah, let's go find out. They take the piece of paper to a duplicating machine and make several copies. Nick shreds one of them and makes Judy smell it. Nick, can you smell anything? Carrots? Judy? Yeah, burnt caramel and ozone. I wonder where that's coming from. Nick? Me too. They take the rest of the pieces of paper to another machine and put them together. They form a map. Judy, ooh, I think this leads to where the master is. It looks like an old district on the edge of town. Nick, let's go check it out. It's nighttime now, and they're approaching an old abandoned factory. Nick, here it is. But how do we get inside? Judy, I don't know. Do you have a key, Nick? Nick? Nope. Sorry, Carrots. Judy? Well, this door should open easily enough. As she tries to open it, it creaks loudly. Nick, forget it. Someone's probably guarding that door. Judy, don't worry. I have a plan, Nick. Oh boy, what is it, Judy? She'll be quiet. She takes a piece of paper from her pocket and uses it to write on the door. She writes delivery. She puts the piece of paper on the doorknob and pushes the door open slowly. Nick, you sure about this? Carrots? Judy, trust me. They sneak inside and hide behind a crate. They start hearing voices. Voice 1. Did you get the shipment? Voice 2. Yeah, it's right here. Look. Shadowy figures start approaching the crates. They look like the weasel's henchmen. Voice 3. All right, you guys got everything. Voice 4. Yep, ready whenever you are, boss. Voice 3. Good, it's time to begin phase 2. Judy, phase 2. What does that mean? Nick, I don't know, but whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Judy, wait here. I'm gonna investigate. She starts creeping over to where the men are. As she gets closer, she hears more of their conversation. Man 3. I know the public thinks the predators are behind this, but it's gonna be so much bigger than that. Once I'm done with phase 2, everyone will be behind me. Judy, everyone. What does that mean? Nick, maybe we should leave Carrots. She ignores him and continues listening. Man 3. Soon as the transfer is complete, it's full steam ahead. Make sure everything is in order. We have to be ready for when Belle arrives. Judy, Belle, is he talking about Bellwether? Man 3. Yeah, Bellwether's gonna love this. Judy, Nick, I think we need to get out of here. Man 3. Yeah, you should probably leave, buddy. You heard enough. Nick, just a little longer. As they continue listening, the men start to walk away. Judy and Nick creep out from their hiding spot and run to the exit. They hear heavy footsteps coming their way. Judy, hurry it up, Nick. They're coming back. They race across the room and jump over some boxes. They hear the men getting closer. Judy, where's the exit? Nick, over there. She runs to the door, but it's locked. The men are almost there. She starts pounding on it. Judy, come on, unlock this. Nick, Carrots, I don't think that's gonna work. The men enter the room. They start looking everywhere. Man 1, who's in here? Man 2, I don't know. Let's just get back to work. Judy and Nick hide behind a shelf as the men pass by. Man 3, should we check outside? Man 4, yeah, make sure those gates are locked tight. Man 3, good idea, Judy. Nick, we have to get out of here. Nick, I know, but how? The door's locked. Judy, that's why we go out the window. Judy and Nick sneak out of the factory through an old ventilation shaft. When they finally make it outside, Nick sarcastically says to her, Well, Carrots, looks like you found your case. Judy, actually, I don't think we're done yet. Not even close. She holds up the blueprint. Nick, what about it? Judy, I think I recognize this. She walks away from him, examining the blueprint. Judy, oh no, this is about the city center. She looks up at the city center skyline, which is glowing at night. She quickly runs off, chasing a taxi that's heading towards it. Nick, hey, wait up, Carrots. He looks back at the factory and growls. Nick, this is gonna be one long night. As Judy chases the cab, we hear the faint sound of drums and horns playing ominously in the distance. Subscribe for next episodes